I would say Rich Richards, Hank Pym, then Tony Starks. No. I'll put Spider-Man. Ooh, no. Ooh. That's tough. Okay, so we got Storm. Is that Xavier? Is that Katie Price? Is that Katie? I don't know who this kid is. Wait a minute. Wait. That's Sue Storm. Is this their kid? Is this Sue's and Richard's kid? Wait. See, now I'm trying to think. Because I read The House of X, Powers of X. I started reading Excalibur. So I wonder if there's any connection. Feared and hated mutants around the world are flocking to the island nation of KRAKOA to be part of the first mutant society. Standing between that sacred land and the human world are the heroes of Mutant Town. Mutantdom. The X-Men. Okay, Kate Price, yep. Storm, Charles Xavier, Wolverine, Magneto, Iceman, Kid Omega. I haven't come across Kid Omega. I haven't come across Cuckoos. Pyro. Bishop is here. I'm fucking up big time. Because I told myself I'd be carrying on reading this new gen of X-Men. And I haven't done so. By the way, has anyone read Powers of X and House of X? It's super sick if you haven't done so. Highly recommend it. 4 fearless friends. A brilliant scientist, his best friend, the woman he loves, and Kid Brother. Together they brave to the unknown terrors of outer space, where unchanged by comic rays into something more than merely human. The Fantastic Four. Got Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, The Thing. Franklin Richards. I knew it was him. Valeria Richards. Wait, they've got 2 kids now. The son of superheroes and not just any superheroes. The great Reed Richards and the powerful Sue Storm. Everyone watched me as a kid. Okay, so I'll take this as the boy. Everybody wondered what will become. It's stupid. That pressure on a kid. My parents gained powers. I revealed them. So what did I reveal? Well, I became the boy who could dream the future. Wait, 4.5. That makes sense. But it wasn't just dreams. Eventually I could make the impossible possible. I could create universes. A kid who could create universes. You know what, yeah? I was reading that there is, I think it's the first comic where he's a baby and he's doing a madness. I never finished reading that comic book, but like just his power sets was just nuts. I need to finish that shit. Now my powers drain every time I use them. I'm headed towards being someone you will see in the streets and wonder, was that Franklin Richards, the guy who was once in the Fantastic Four? I used to have dreams of the future. I don't anymore. Interesting, because there isn't one for me. Whoa. Oh, I'll take that same up there. The world has changed. KRAKOA has become a safe haven for all mutants, accessible only to those who carry the X gene. But there is one mutant who has not yet graced the sacred land. Who's that? The Pacific Ocean. What? Kate? Kate hasn't been to the island yet. Bobby Empire truly getting on my nerves. There's always one on the X-Men. Oh, they carry the heaviest cargo then. Wow, okay. Language. Save any poor brethren today. We're just gathering more beer for Logan. Yeah, Logan's got these kids over here running errands for them. It's mad. Okay, the professor. I think, you know what, yeah? This professor is probably my favorite. It might be my favorite Professor Xavier. because he just came to a conclusion that Magneto was right. Do you know what I mean? And this is how they came to create KRAKOA. So this has to be my favorite version of him. Plus, his outfit as well is super sick. The mutination of KRAKOA. I'm going to tend to my garden. If it's another Marauders, yeah, Marauders mission. Okay, so the Marauders also is a team. It's a team, and I'm pretty sure there's a comic book. There's a comic book run on them as well. I can't remember who they consist of, who the team members, but I've come across it before. Will do touch if Charles sent the cuckoos to greet me instead of just reaching up. That means he's busy, and if he's busy, that means something's wrong. We have a situation. Wait. I hope this is not what I think it is. If these men are gonna start beefing again. Jeez, man, like Magneto, you know. You know what? This is actually a more childish version of House of X. In terms of art. Is that Franklin Richards? Yes, the Fantastic Four recently toured a minor alien invasion, or should I say the boy did. As you know, the son of Rich Richards and Susan Storm is a mutant, and not just a mutant, but Omega level mutant. For the longest time we've been content to let the boy be, to stay with his family. The Fantastic Four are obviously not suburban parents, terrified of what their previously human son is becoming. His family took him on a multiversal adventure, and time worked differently on that adventure. So he's back as a young man. Huh. Makes sense. A man who can question his place in the world. A man who needs his people. Huh. You're going to recruit Franklin Richards to KRAKOA. His powers are depleting. Something is wrong, and we need to help him before they're gone. And also determine if it's something that could happen to other mutants. You're going to convince one of the world's smartest men and one of the world's most powerful women that their teenage son is better off away from them. That's true. That sounds sticky already, man. That sounds super sticky. And this is where you come in, Catherine. Eric and I know that you and young Franklin have a special history. Is that what Franklin's out here doing, yeah? Alright. At least he didn't become like his dad. Or actually, his dad always punched above his weight. Yeah, his dad punched above his weight, man. There's no way. Listen, I don't know how Sue fell for Richards, but he's punching above his weight, fam. My brother's favorite character ever is Professor X. Is that a weird choice? I don't think it's a weird choice. I think a lot of people choose Professor Xavier over Magneto. But recently, I want to say in the past few years, more and more people have started siding with Magneto instead of Professor Xavier. So I don't know. Out of all of us, he's likely to trust you the most. Are you talking about yes? Wait. See, that's what. See, this is sick. This is sick. Because that's the comic book I was reading. And I remember that panel. I remember that panel. Okay, so it's not what we thought it was. Let's get our minds out of the gutter. I know it's Friday and all that. But yeah, if you've read it, then you understand this panel and exactly what they're talking about. You've always sided with Charles? Well, you know. Then I guess you don't mind fighting for the losing team, right? Just saying. Because Charles never wins. I'm just saying, if you're if you're siding with someone who mind rapes other mutants and does crud like behind people's backs, I don't know. I'm gonna have to question you, Galactic Zach. I'm gonna have to question you, fam. Do you know what I mean? Because to me, that's suspect. That's suspect, bro. And if you had powers, I definitely would not want to be around you, bro. So I'm just saying, do you know what I'm saying? Magneto was fighting for his people. Do you know what I'm saying? All he wanted was his people to survive and live a normal life. I don't know. Oh, is it that time? Is it that time, Heather? All right, cool.
Daily offender.
All right, that's one for Professor Xavier right there. He's the first X-Men to get Daily Offender. When you almost died, Franklin would visit you in Latveria while Victor Von Doom worked on the cure. That was a long time ago for him. I don't even know if he'd remember. But I must say, it does look, it looks bad. It looks like a bad man in the new X-Men, man. Like, they've changed his whole outfit. Like, and he's changed his ways as well. So he's a bad man. He's a bad man. He does, and your presence when he met his family could make all the difference. A delegation is going to New York. You need to get a head start by sea to meet us there in time. So I guess she's part of the Marauders because I know I saw a comic book cover and they were on the boat. So I guess she could be part of that team. And Kitty, thank you for this. Like, look at this guy, bro. He's such a bad man. Look at him. Look his composure, bro. Look his composure. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He's a bad man. Although my favorite X-Men is Wolverine. Wolverine might be my second one. Wolverine is probably my second one. He don't give a shit about nothing. Do you know what I mean? So I'll probably say Wolverine. Wolverine's definitely top 3 for me as well. I don't know. I think it'll be Magneto, Wolverine, then Cable. Those are my top 3 X-Men. Oh look, speaking of the devil, there he is. Oh wow, I miss popular around here. Here you go, Logan. What the doctor ordered. Damn right, Canadian healthcare. All right, does anyone want to take a guess what's inside that bag for Wolverine? I'm pretty sure there's booze and cigars in that bag for Wolverine. Recruiting Franklin Richards, I don't know, he's just a kid. Well, he ain't a kid anymore, that's for sure. How old were you when you barged into the mansion, making my life miserable? Some 13-year-old wakes up and they walk through walls and shoot lasers through their eyes. Look, booze, boom. What does that say? Bronx? Does that say Bronx? I think that says Bronx. You know as well as I do. You grow up fast once you realize you're a mutant. 4 Yancey Street, home of the Fantastic Four. That's interesting that the Fantastic Four stayed, but everybody else bounced. Case to KRAKOA. Son, I'm sorry, but no matter how many tests I run, the results are the same. Your power levels are still draining, and I can't see a fix for it. Something is stopping your ability to replenish. It may be Franklin, right? Fine. Son, I'll still work at it. I'm sure we can find a. Appreciate taking your time out of your busy schedule of us solving literally everything else, Dad. What's going on? Nothing, Mom. That's the problem. Where? Is that by his powers again? I suppose. But it could also be rapid fluctuations in hormones considering his age. And Reed. Yeah, Reed is always doing too much as well, man. Always trying to fix shit. I know. Yes, it's his powers. He doesn't understand, and I'm not perfect. We're a good family. He has a good life with us. I understand his disappointment, but there is nothing wrong with being human. Hold on, it's not about just being human. Even without your stretchy bits, you're still incredibly smart. I guess that's why she fell for him. Because he's smart as shit. He's like one of the smartest Marvel characters. If anything, I think he's actually even smarter than. I actually think he's the smartest, you know. I think I would probably say Rich Richards. I would say Rich Richards, Hank Pym, then Tony Starks. No. I'll put Spider-Man. Ooh, no. Ooh. That's tough. That's tough. He's the smartest. Yeah, I thought so. Well, he's the first comic I ever read as a kid, so I have a soft spot for him. Fair enough. I'm trying to put together the smartest Marvel characters, like top 5. Let me know who you think is the top 5 smartest characters. Like to me is Rich Richards. Then I'm gonna say Hank Pym. Then I'll probably say Spider-Man, Peter Parker. I'm gonna put Peter Parker. I might put Peter Parker in front of Tony Starks. You know what? I'll put Peter Parker and Dr. Octavius in front of Tony Starks. Let me know your thoughts. This is actually a pretty good one. Tony, Doom, Richard, Pym, Parker. You think Tony? You know what? I'd even think of Doom as well. But you think Tony is smarter than all of these, man? I doubt it, man. I know Tony is smart, but Tony was born in wealth, man. Tony was born in wealth. Mate, Thanos be the smartest on God.
Yo, this some bullshit. Out of here, this is trash. They cap it. Big cap. Ain't nothing going on over here.
That's a big cap right there, bro. All right, so Rich Richards, Howard Stark. I would definitely put Howard Stark in front of Tony. But listen, there's no way Howard Stark is smarter than Hank Pym. There is no way, fam. Look, Howard Stark was like doing like technology stuff, right? Hank Pym was going into the quantum, bro. Like, that's a whole different universe with the technology they had back then. While Howard Stark had to like leave his legacy behind to Tony because there was no technology. There was no technology that was, made at the time that could keep up with what he was making. Nah, bruh. Nah, I don't. No way. Hank Pym is smart as shit, bro. We're talking about quantum. No. You know what? Hank Pym might be the smartest. Hank Pym might be the smartest. Like, I don't think there's much when it comes to movies and stuff like that, or people covering, but you know what? We might have to do a deep dive on Hank Pym, man, and just see like what he got up to. Because he was fire, man. He was fire. Bruce Banner has to have a shot as well. Yeah. But he's not he's not top 5 though. He's in top 10, but I wouldn't put Bruce Banner top 5. I know he dealt with gamma radiation. But nah, man, I'm not putting him up there. I'm not putting him up there. I don't even think he makes top 5. I don't think he makes top 5, man. When he was 13. See, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, man, these really like deep dive into these geniuses, man. These Marvel geniuses, man. Because these men are too sick. All right, look, let's get back to the comics. Let me just man's over here talking about who's smarter than who. Man like Joe Grant, what's good, fam? Valeria Richards. Is that the daughter? Is that the daughter of Is that the daughter of Richard and Sue? Reeves the world's smartest, fam. I don't know, man. I want to say Hank Pym, man. Hank Pym dealing with quantum. Come on. You man do know, yeah? You man do know if it wasn't for Hank Pym doing what he did, the Avengers would have been finished in Endgame, right? There would be no Endgame. There would be no Endgame. That's it. That man were done. They got lucky. Ant-Man came back. By luck, because a freaking mouse pressed the button and he came back. I'm telling you, man. Nah, bruv. Nah. Listen. No way. I'm fighting you lot on this one. I am fighting you lot on this one. I'm putting Hank Pym as the smartest Marvel character. Pym is super underrated. Super. Like, even in Ant-Man, look what the kind of things he was saying. He was shitting on Howard Stark and Tony Stark. He was shitting on them. Like, he was really undermining, like, the kind of things he was saying. Go back and watch Ant-Man and see what he was saying. He was shitting on them. That's a great discovery, but that's just his life work. Reed does life work in a year. Bruv, listen. Until Rich Richards saves the world from Thanos, I'm giving credit to Hank Pym, bruv. That's where I'm at.